So here is the starting five. It's the same starting five that the Mules have trotted out for every conference game this season. Kyron Tilley, the returning MIAA Freshman of the Year. Jake Fritz, the 6'3 sophomore from Blue Valley Northwest in Overland Park, who can shoot 49% from three. Lazarick Houston, the reigning MIAA Athlete of the Week for the second time this year, 20-point average scorer. Javon Hill, another good shooter, 45% from three, seventh in the nation in made threes per game. And Trinell Parker will be the post player for UCM, the freshman out of Omaha Creighton Prep in Omaha, Nebraska. Coached by Adam Bohach in his third year, former head coach at Southern Nazarene, looking for win number 48 at the helm of the UCM Mules. Getting some last-minute preparations. What are some things that you're going to look for here, Brad, to see how this game is going to develop in this first segment here?
Well, it's really all about pace, and it's interesting because both of these teams are going to play with similar pace. They both score about 82 points per game. Their defense isn't as efficient. Central Missouri allows about 71. Arkansas Fort Smith about 70. So it's not one of those where a team's going to try to slow this game down. So it's really who's going to shoot better tonight is what it feels like. Coach Bohach leads a team that plays with such fast tempo.
We're ready to go. Arkansas Fort Smith in the baby blue, UCM in the home whites. And the MIAA Game of the Week is underway. Glad to have your company on this Valentine's Day Saturday here in Warrensburg, Missouri. Christian Moore brings it up for Fort Smith. Lots of shooters on this team. Holder tries the kick to McAllister. Tough to guard McAllister. It's going to be a tough assignment. Scott underneath. Off glass for the first points of the basketball game.
Well, you saw this UCM defense a little antsy. You saw the pump fake from Holder in the corner that made UCM leave their feet. Then from there, Arkansas Fort Smith just had numbers. They kept driving the basketball. They did so well.
Man looked to start for UAFS, but they're trying to move things around. Here's Houston, out of the corner, and Fritz. Underneath, Parker gets it to go. That help defense from McAllister just a touch late. And with all the shooters in this game, the post players are going to play a big role too.
Well, yeah, it's a big question of how much help defense can you really give because of how good the shooters are from both sides. You can't help too far off because then you could give up a three ball in a game like this.
I'm sure that's what was keeping the coaches up at night. And now McAllister shows who's boss underneath. Slams it through to put the Lions back in front.
Yeah, a 6'3 graduate student just rises up, slams it down. Just a big hammer throw from the guy right there.
And the athleticism from the former VCU player on display all season. He's going to be a tough matchup. Parker backing his way in. The turnaround a little too strong. Rebound from Holder. That's a good one-on-one defense there.
And I know we're just a minute and a half in, but no shots beyond the arc is a little perplexing to me early on.
Well, they're trying those kickouts, and as you said, Brad, both coaches are prepared for it and kind of staying honest defensively in the early going.
Well, from beyond the arc especially, Arkansas Fort Smith did a good job in their first possession. Pump fake's going to be huge because you get a guy to leave his feet. Now you can rip and drive against him. Now you have the help side defense. You get a one more pass, and then everyone seems like they're playing with numbers. That'll be huge today.
Arkansas Fort Smith ranked 25th in the nation in Division II. Mules are receiving votes, but just on the outside of that top 25. Both of these teams with aspirations of playing in the NCAA tournament. Adam Bohach's side right on the bubble as things stand right now. Empty from the free throw line for Holder, 68% coming into the day. And some token pressure from the Lions here.
Yeah, uncharacteristic on those two misses from Holder. And in a game like this, you need every point you can get.
We anticipate a high-scoring game. Both of these teams average just north of 80 points a contest. Parker goes to work again and draws a foul. That's going to be another key in this game, playing clean on these dribble drives.
Yeah, this is going to be tough to guard. Trinell Parker is a guy who does a good job getting to the rim, especially when you're concerned about the guys beyond the arc. The help side defense isn't going to be as present as it normally is, so it's a lot of one-on-one when you're the defender. It gets really easy to get a foul on the body.
Fouls on Black, his first. Tilley goes to work. There's the kick out. Catch and shoot for Hill. Not there. McAllister rebounds. And it's stolen away. Houston is there and goes all the way to the house.
That's what Lazarick Houston does best. I mean, the freshman, he stands at 6 feet flat, 155 pounds, but goodness, he can rise up and slam it down with two.
He's got just another step on the ladder when he gets up there. Scott underneath. A little hesitation, gets his own miss after the block from Houston, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, Lazarick Houston did a good job defending this at first. He had active hands. He knocked that ball away at the beginning, but then he left his feet, and that's going to be a foul about every time. If you're going to do that, you have to go up and away. Lazarick Houston went into the body of Scott, so it's an easy call for our officials.
So the first foul on Houston in the early going. And Scott, who shoots 82%, knocks down the free throw. Zane Gibson's team, 5th in the conference in foul shooting coming into today at 74%. Two for two for the Hammond, Indiana native. It's a 2-point lead for the visitors. Houston, they're keeping Holden glued to him, and now a three from Tilly. Off the mark, still looking for our first long-range bucket of this game. Moore with a full head of steam. McAllister shot fake. They stay home. Now Black Euro steps. Look at the ball movement. And Moore can't quite connect. And a foul is called. This will go against the Mules underneath. Black was trying to create some space for the offensive board.
That ball was popping for Arkansas Fort Smith. Just absolute flow offensively, great ball movement. Black, those offensive rebounds are going to be so key, and he pulls one down there.
Helps with your three-point game if you're able to get O boards as well. Here's Scott. What a move to get it to go off the iron.
Feels like a game that could go back and forth between Lazarick Houston and Brandon Scott. They both have elite layup packages, and they can both fire it from downtown.
I think both teams are making sure to defend the perimeter, but that's leaving some opportunities for the dribble drive here. And it's going to go the other way. They get him for a hook around. Watch Hill's left arm here. Can't do that. That's the right call. It's a turnover, and it's Lions basketball.
And especially when you see the arm go up in that head and neck area, that's going to be called about every single time. So Javon Hill picks up his first there. Central Missouri losing the foul battle early on.
UCM with 3 personal fouls to the 1 for UAFS. Black, baseline, faces up. Good clean D from Parker on that possession. Mules get the stop. And Tilly draws a foul on the perimeter. They get Scott for a hand check.
Foul number 4, Brandon Scott.
That's his first.
And thus far in this one, teams combined are 0 for 3 beyond the arc. One, about 4 minutes into this basketball game, we would have expected a 3 to fall by now, but still surprised there's only been 3 fired. But Arkansas Fort Smith is doing so good. They're taking what UCM's giving them and scoring inside the arc.
Here's Hill for 3. He heard you. Knocks it down and one. And Javon Hill will be going to the line for a 4-point play opportunity when we come back to Warrensburg. There's our first 3 of this game between 2 outstanding shooting teams. It's a 1-point edge for now for the visitors from Fort Smith. 8-7 here on the MIAA Network and 38 The Spots.